Whoa, this is not something you guys get to see every day, right? Today we have an exclusive home theater setup from Sony and we're gonna have a lot of fun. What is up guys, Vimal here and welcome back to my channel. You people know, right, how big of an audio fanatic I am. Every 2 weeks we unbox and check out some or the other home theater setup or maybe like a soundbar, and today in the house we have something exclusive from Sony. So Sony recently has, launched their new A series lineup of soundbars in India, and A series are like their premium level products from the brand, and in that series they have like a 3000, 5000 and 7000 series soundbar. Today in the house we have the Sony A3000 series soundbar, and not just this, I've told you, right, it's like a complete home theater setup from Sony. Sony is also giving you like optional rear satellite speakers and also a powerful subwoofer as well. And let me tell you, everything is wireless over here. Wireless subwoofer, wireless rear satellite speakers, pair that with this soundbar, you can experience like next level sound. I'm telling you, right, this is no ordinary soundbar. It's like a complete Dolby ATMOS wireless soundbar setup, and has a very powerful system. Total output it can produce is around 650 watts. Subwoofer itself is around like 300 watt subwoofer, guys. Very powerful setup. And you have like everything, including Sony's new 360 spatial sound mapping for realistic sort of cinema effects at your home. I am like very excited to see what this product can actually do, guys. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with the video. So guys, our brand new Sony Dolby ATMOS home theater setup came in this sort of box packaging. We have 3 boxes over here, one for the soundbar, one is your subwoofer, and these are your rear satellite speakers. And let me tell you, all of these are like wireless, guys. So first let's get started with the soundbar. So Sony actually has their A series lineup, right? These are their premium segment soundbars. In that they've got like 3 models. Today in the house we have their Sony HD A3000 series soundbar, which is like their newest launch in the Indian market and packs like a ton of features on board. First of all, it's like a 3.1 channel soundbar that's got Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, has 360 reality audio support, and also has like 360-degree sound mapping as well. Not only that, if you have a look at the top, you've got Sony's vertical surround sound engine over here. S-Force Pro is also there, and all your regular stuff is there, guys, as usual. EARC support, Alexa is there, Google Assistant is also there, and not to forget, it's like a really powerful soundbar, 3.1 channel, and the soundbar itself can produce around like 250 watts of output. So as soon as you open it, we've got some accessories at the top which include some paperwork. Just make sure to read this for all the details. And this is your remote control for the entire home theater setup, guys. This is how it looks like. Very decent looking remote, good quality I'd say, and has lots of options and buttons. Along with that, you've got a couple of cables which includes a mains cord, a 3.5 to 3.5 aux cable is also there, a free HDMI cable is also included, and lastly 2 AAA batteries for the remote. That's it. These are all the accessories, and there you go, boys, our brand new Sony soundbar, the A3000 premium lineup from the brand. And this is how it looks like. Oh boy, just look at this beautiful looking piece of tech. That is actually heavy, guys. Soundbar weighs around like 4.5, 4.6 kgs, and you've got the Sony branding and all of its main highlights and features mentioned at the top over here. And look at the whole design, guys. Soundbar looks very premium from my initial impressions. You've got complete metal grille on the front and has a unique omnidirectional block design. I love the look and feel over here. And what are these? Looks like you've got some touch buttons over here to control the soundbar. So I'll give you a closer look and talk about all of that in a moment. First, let's also check out the other packages. These are your rear satellite speakers. So you actually get 2 variants. Today in the house, we have the RS3S edition, guys, which go perfectly with this particular variant. They're 100 watt rear wireless satellite speakers. You also get more powerful variant also, 180 watt edition. So it's totally up to you. Both of them are compatible with this particular soundbar. And as soon as you open it, you're getting 2 mains cord at the top over here, each for each rear satellite speaker unit. And there you go, here's how our rear satellite speakers look like. The RS3S in the hand, come in black color, similar omnidirectional block design, just like the soundbar. You're having the Sony logo here in copperish gold accents, and boy, oh boy, look at the whole design, guys. Very premium and class. Excellent build quality is what I can say. Lots of buttons as well, and also has like a 1/4 inch thread available also. And on the bottom you got some details, mentions which is the left rear and right rear speaker, also pretty handy. So we'll come back to this and talk about all of its buttons, connectivity thing, and basically the driver info at a later part. Let's also lastly check out the subwoofer we've been waiting for. And boys, look at the size of the subwoofer packaging. It's a massive subwoofer, guys, and comes in this huge packaging. So the subwoofer is also available in two variants. You get like SW3 and SW5. SW3 is like a compact affordable subwoofer that can produce around 200 watts of output. This is the much more powerful SW5 variant, which offers up to like 300 watts of rumbling bass. So I'm pretty excited to unbox and show it to you people in this video. You have the Sony branding picture of the product on the front, and that's it. Nothing much mentioned over here. At the top you've got some user manual, make sure to read that. A mains cord for the subwoofer, and here's how the product comes packed like. Guys, I've told you, right, it's a very heavy and massive subwoofer. The product itself weighs around like 13 kgs and is no joke. Let me just quickly unwrap and show you how the product looks like. Oh wow, look at this masterpiece made by Sony. Such a beautiful looking piece of tech, and very heavy, guys. Look at that solid build quality. Now this is what you call like a macho subwoofer, ekdam Godzilla level, guys. You've got the Sony branding over here, and the subwoofer has like the driver on the front side, that too like a very large unit, 7-inch driver, 180mm woofer driver on the front, and on the bottom also you're having like a passive radiator design. Very unique shape, and love the looks of it. It's got like a dual tone color scheme, as you can see, matte black and glossy finished on the bottom area. There's nothing over here, just some stands, rubber foot pads on the bottom. And if you look at the backside now, this is where you've got some buttons and also your mains cord port. At the top you've got like a link button and a power button, followed by some details about the product, and on the bottom you got the mains cord port to power on the subwoofer. So that's it, guys, our quick unboxing and first look at Sony's brand new Dolby ATMOS home theater setup. So what I'll do is I'll give you like a closer look at each of these speakers and soundbar, and then we'll talk about all of its main highlights, details, and also the specifications. Sony's HD-A3000 is a 3.1 channel soundbar that is pretty big in size. It's almost 3 feet 1 inch in length and has a beautiful looking omnidirectional block design. Entire body is made of a tough polycarbonate material with the front area covered in a metal grille. Having a closer look here, you will find 3 active drivers on board, a center speaker for vocals and built-in dual subwoofers for the low end. On the extreme left and right, you've got 2 passive radiators included, and the total output this soundbar can produce is around 250 watts. Now going to the back here, you'll find all the connectivity ports, which include a AC in for the mains cord, HDMI out that supports AARC, there is no HDMI in, optical port is there, a USB port, and an S center out. You do have some controls as well at the top side. All of these are touch buttons, guys. There's a power button available, input source select, which also doubles up as a Dolby ATMOS demo system, Bluetooth mode, 360-degree reality audio demo button, and finally a volume up and down. Now having a look at the rear satellite wireless speakers, you'll see a similar sort of omnidirectional block design with the Sony logo on the sides and metal grille on the front. The RS3S are two-way speakers which feature a tweeter plus woofer setup and produce around 50 watts of output each. So combined you're getting around 100 watts of rear surround output. And finally, guys, here's the dawn of the setup, the SW5 300 watt wireless subwoofer. Such a class look and feel, and the first thing you'll notice over here is the size. It's a massive piece of tech that is super heavy. Only the subwoofer itself weighs around like 13 kgs. Top notch build quality, I can say. Enclosure is entirely made of wood with fabric covered on the front and back, and features a 180mm large woofer driver with a passive bass radiator on the bottom. 120 Hz? Nah, 240 Hz? The thing that I'm about to show you in this video is one of the fastest gaming monitor I've ever unboxed on my channel, guys. Let's get started. Hey guys, Vimal here and welcome back to my channel. Today in the house we have a special monitor from BenQ, and as I've told you, this is like literally one of the fastest gaming monitors I've ever made a video on our channel. I've been using this Sony's all new HTA3000 Dolby ATMOS soundbar for the last couple of days, and there is a lot I have to talk about. Both the pros and cons will be covering, and make sure to watch this video till the end because it will actually help you whether you should spend such a huge amount on a home theater setup. So first of all guys, let me tell you about my experience with the initial setup and also the speaker placement. Speaker placement is very simple guys. Place the soundbar in front of the TV. Subwoofer should go either on the left corner or right corner of your TV in your room, and satellite speakers go behind you at the top. This is how I've placed them in my room guys. Only hassle I faced over here is, since the entire setup is like a wireless home theater, right? You're getting wireless rear satellite speakers, wireless subwoofer. Each speaker unit has like a mains cord, so that is a bit hassle because you'll need lot of plug points, especially for those rear satellite speakers. Now you'll need like 2 dedicated plug points to connect those mains cord. So I really felt Sony should have given like a single mains cord unit combined for both the rear satellite speakers. That would have been like very helpful. So if you want to avoid that, you can go for their next variant, which is RS5, which comes with like built-in battery in the rear satellite speaker, so there is no mains cord for that. And talking about the initial setup part, that was very simple. I could do it in less than 5 minutes guys. Simply power on all the speaker units and they automatically connect and link with the main soundbar unit. Now suppose if they do not connect, for example in my case only the rear satellite speakers like automatically connected but the subwoofer did not connect. So what you need to do is simply go to the soundbar settings, and over there you can manually link and connect each and individual speaker unit. So simply start this linking process, and each of the speaker units has like a link button at the back side. Click on that and that is pretty much it. Within 30 seconds everything connect and they're like good to go. Wait a second, I haven't told you about the sound field optimization, right? So usually in a professional 5.1 or 7.1 Atmos setup, proper positioning of speakers is quite important, and the sound calibration process is also quite time consuming, and that too done with the help of a technician. That is not the case over here. Setup is very simple. Anybody can do it within minutes. You can place these speakers anywhere. Precise location is not necessary in the room. The A3000 has like a built-in microphone that intelligently measures the position of each speaker from itself and optimizes the sound accordingly to the room. The whole process hardly takes around like 2 minutes, and that's it. Your sound calibration for your room is completely done. Alright, now let's talk about the main part. How is the audio quality on this system? So as I've told you, A3000 is a 3.1 channel soundbar. Pair that with like a powerful subwoofer and rear satellite speakers. There is nothing less you can expect over here guys. Exceptional quality sound is what you can feel. Now I've been using this system, as I've told you, for almost like 7 to 8 days, and I've played like variety of content on it. Either it be music or even videos on YouTube. I've watched a lot of movies on Netflix and Amazon Prime, and did a bit of gaming as well, and was like very impressed with the sound quality over here. First of all, let me tell you about the soundbar. So it's a 3.1 channel soundbar, has like 3 drivers on board. You're getting a center speaker along with built-in dual subwoofers, and the soundbar itself can produce around like 250 watts of output. Excellent quality mids, crisp and clear is what I can say. Vocal clarity was also very good. You can easily understand all the dialogues coming out from the soundbar. And talking about the treble quality, treble was also very nice. A soothing treble. It was producing like smooth high frequency response without any harshness. And coming to the bass was also like madness over here guys. That is what I can say. Now if you take only the soundbar into consideration, you might not get that level of impact, but since we are pairing it with like a dedicated subwoofer from Sony, the SW5, which produces around like 300 watts of madness, it's like completely next level sound guys. Especially when you're watching movies on Netflix, or you're especially playing games, FPS games where there's a lot of gun firing, bomb blastings now. The whole level of impact you're getting is like awesome guys. Like solid punch in the bass along with like low frequency rumble. I totally did not expect that over here. That dedicated SW5 subwoofer has like a 180 driver on the front along with a passive radiator on the bottom, and combinedly with the soundbar night produces like really awesome bass. You'll be like very pleased and satisfied with the experience. And talking about the audio output is also like really loud and more than enough for your home. 6 650 watts of sound. You will never use that much for home purpose. I couldn't go beyond like 75-80 volume level at my place. And talking about the distortion was also like very minimum over here. Sony has used a high quality S Master digital amplifier on board, which has like very low THD levels, and even if you go up to like 90-95 volume also now, you won't feel that distortion in the sound. One more thing I forgot to mention is, remember the soundbar has an S center speaker out. So if you have like a compatible Bravia XR TV with acoustic center sync, then the soundbar uses your TV also like an additional center speaker. So that gives you like a much more immersive feel while you're watching movies or any sort of content, as the audio matches precisely with what's happening on the screen. Now let's talk about the important stuff. How is the whole 5.1 experience, Dolby Atmos effect, and also the rear satellite speaker performance. So first of all guys, this particular soundbar has Sony's vertical surround engine and also has like 360 spatial sound mapping. And using these features now, soundbar produces like a realistic 360-degree cinematic sort of effects. So in the A series now, you are actually getting three different soundbars, A3000, 5000 and 7000. The one we have 3000 is like an entry level in this A premium series soundbar from the brand, and over here you're only getting like front drivers on the soundbar, so you're not actually having like dedicated vertical speakers on this. For that you'll need to go to the next model, which is 5000 or 7000. There you're getting like dedicated vertical speakers for realistic Dolby Atmos sort of effect. So despite not having those vertical speakers, A3000 was definitely doing a decent job, but it was not as great I was actually expecting, because see, I've used a lot of 7.1 Dolby Atmos home theater setups, that too with like dedicated AV receivers, and that sort of impact was not there over here. I believe the main reason for that is A3000 soundbar doesn't have vertical firing speakers, so ceiling effects were not there in this system. It does have Sony's vertical surround engine, which virtually tries to recreate that sort of effect, but as I've told you, it's not as good as a real deal. So I'd highly advise you to go to the next model, which is either A5000 or 7000, where you're actually getting vertical firing speakers, and then you'll be able to experience like a true Dolby Atmos in your system. And not just that, you're getting plenty of connectivity options, right? EARC support is there, Bluetooth is also there, and apart from this, it also has like Google Voice Assistant support, Amazon Alexa, Spotify also built in, so you can utilize all these sort of gadgets and start directly playing music on the soundbar, which was like pretty convenient, I would say. Well, that's it, my detailed review on Sony's all new Dolby Atmos home theater setup, featuring the A3000 soundbar, SW5 subwoofer, and also their RS3S rare wireless satellite speakers. Excellent quality sound experience guys, no budget or mid-range soundbar can come close to this setup. Beautiful design you're getting, wireless experience, setup is also very simple, anybody can do it, and you're also getting like multiple connectivity options. Only few things I felt, as I've told you during my review, are you'll need a lot of plug points to connect all those wireless speakers. Second is RS3S have a bit of less output than my expectations. And lastly, as I've told you, A3000 lacks those vertical firing drivers. But apart from that, rest everything else was great. The soundbar actually costs around like 69,000 rupees, but Sony is actually having like a limited time Republic Day sale going on with huge discounts on their models. So it's available on a discount for only 57,990 rupees. Now if you want the entire setup including the subwoofer and rear speakers, then the whole thing will cost you around like 1,26,990 rupees including your discount. So make sure to check it out guys, now is the right time. Links will be available in the description box below. So that's it, I hope you all enjoyed watching the video and got to know everything about the product. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more such awesome videos. And I'll see you all in my next one.